Are you excited, Stephen Woolfe, by these announcements?
Well, I'm actually intrigued, and certainly I'm going to be open-minded about it, because I come from the north west of England. I was born in Manchester, and some of the ideas about actually opening up railways from Manchester to Sheffield and Leeds, and for me, someone who loves the countryside, actually believing that there is an opportunity to dig tunnels underneath our beautiful landscape to ensure that we don't have the big lorries going over that could be an option. What I want to look at is the greater detail of the cost.
Right, because you're against HS2.
We're against HS2 because HS2 is a folly that has been proven in many ways to actually be over-expensive. Actually won't bring...
Except it will do the things you just said in terms of opening up, according to the government, opening up vast swathes of the country and capacity.
Well, not necessarily. They're trying to say it'll open up capacity, but what actually will do is a number of things when you looked at HS2. First of all, it will ensure only the wealthiest will be able to use it because it's expensive. It's actually also displacement policy to try and move people from London to actually be able to buy houses up in the north of England so that they can commute to work, which will have increasing pressure on housing in the north of England. And actually there are relevant studies that show that you won't actually get the benefits economically as they suggest they do. You only have to look at the equivalent between Lille and Paris, where you saw big changes on that.
Right, but do you support the idea of new rail links helping the economy? Do you think it does, in general, despite the fact that Nigel Farage has said it's a waste of money, HS2, and will only benefit a small number of people?
Well, I think HS2 has to be taken out of the
right.
kind of equation separately. We've often looked at the idea of expanding or improving railway systems in the southwest of England, which is important.
So Crossrail 2, would you be in favour of Crossrail 2?
I think we might have to consider the argument on that, but of course Peter Whittle would have to consider, as our candidate for the mayoral in London, look at the implications of that. I've not seen the implications or the arguments for Crossrail 2. What I want to look at is we have a railway system that is creaking at the seams, that is being not really had a great deal of investment in some parts of the country, particularly in the north, where you could look at the immediate problem when I look at the trains going to Sheffield and Leeds from Manchester. Why aren't we looking at expanding the railway, the kind of trains themselves? Why aren't we expanding the platforms? These are things that could be done immediately. So I want to look at the immediate way of impacting those costs and then review the whole idea in the future.